Hello everyone, and welcome to a difference check for Detroit Become Human. This is one of them that's a little more self-contained. It is what happens when you meet Elijah Kamski. He is the guy who invented androids, along with Amanda, what's her name? I can't remember her last name, which is the girl that speaks in Connor's head all the time. In my original playthrough, what I did, I was trying to take a look at this flowchart here because, oh my god, these flowcharts. What I did in my original playthrough was there's going to be a point, which I'm going to show you in this video, where we do the Kamski test. And the Kamski test is whether or not we choose to spare Chloe. In my original playthrough, I spared Chloe, aka Menu Girl. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot the crap out of her, and it kind of looks like it goes two different pathways out of that too. So ultimately, it looks like it ends in the same spot. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to shoot Chloe in the head when we get a chance. So Kamski's talking to us right now. You can see him in the background. I'm going to go ahead and play through this and see what happens. I'm also live streaming this. I'm going to be doing some of these different checks live. So if you want to see those, make sure you're subbed. Make sure you're checking the channel out, and you might be able to catch some of these live while they're happening. But let's go ahead and take a look here and see if we can get this set up.
Destroy this machine, and I'll tell you all I know. Or spare it, if you feel it's alive. But you'll leave here without having learned anything from me.
What do we do, Connor?
Okay, I think we're done here. Come on, Connor, let's go. Sorry to get you out of here.
What's more important to you, Connor? Your investigation or the life of this android? Decide who you are. An obedient machine. Or a living being. Endowed with free will.
That's enough. Connor, we're leaving.
Pull the trigger.
Connor! Don't!
And I'll tell you what you want to know.
Okay, Dad. Hank's hostile. Ooh!
Fuck!
Test negative. You choose your investigation over the life of another android, you feel no empathy.
So this is what happens. Okay, now, and to be clear here, what we're doing is we're in an investigation trying to figure out why deviants become deviants. And now this choice here, I feel as though affects whether or not Connor can become a deviant later. I feel like this one is really, 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 really important, more so than the other ones. So this is not one to be taken lightly, but now let's see if Kamski tells us anything.
I'm a man of my word. Ask one question, and I'll tell you all I know.
Oh god. What's RA9?
I want to know who RA9 is.
RA9. The origin. The first android to awaken.
Okay.
A strange phenomenon, like a spontaneous religion. I don't know who RA9 is. I don't even know if it really exists. Maybe it's a messiah. Maybe it's just a myth. But deviants need to believe in something bigger than themselves, even if it's irrational. That's something they have in common with humans. An interesting question, Connor. But maybe not the one you needed to ask.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
A war is coming. You'll have to choose your side. Will you betray your own people, or stand against your creators? I wouldn't like to be in your shoes, Connor. What could be worse than having to choose between two evils?
I kind of want to see how Hank handles this, but then we'll go back and we'll see.
By the way,
What?
I always leave an emergency exit in my programs.
I know you do.
You never know.
That's another difference check I want to check out. To see what happens if we don't reach the emergency exit when we're up on the panel with Marcus at the end of the game.
Shut that girl, for fuck's sake.
It wasn't a girl, Lieutenant. It was a machine that looked like a girl.
You put your gun against her head, and you blew her fucking brains out!
I did what I had to do to advance the investigation, and I'd do it again if I had to.
You're a lowlife. You don't feel a thing, do you? A machine, that's what you are. You're just a fucking machine!
Of course I'm a machine, Lieutenant. What did you think I was?
I thought you...
That was heavy, man. Oh, wow. Priorities. Oh, that's one thing I should do is take a look at all the different chapters here. So Kamski is cryptic. So one of the choices is to make him not cryptic? So yeah, we gotta go ahead and check that out. As long as we're doing this frickin' video here. Look at how few people did this, by the way. 14%. 85% went ahead and didn't shoot her. So let's go ahead and try to figure out what some of the other questions are before I show you what I did in my original playthrough, which is where we don't shoot her in the head because we're not crazy. So let's rewind here.
Ask one question, and I'll tell you all I know.
So let's go ahead and do Virus because I want to see if he can elaborate on what Marcus is doing.
I want to know how deviancy spreads.
Androids share identification data when they meet another android. An error in this program would quickly spread like a virus and become an epidemic. The virus would remain dormant until an emotional shock occurs. Fear, anger, frustration. And the android becomes deviant. Probably all started with one model, copy error. A 0 instead of a 1. Unless, of course, some kind of spontaneous mutation.
Ooh, spontaneous mutations.
That's all I know. An interesting question, Connor. But I doubt my answer will be very helpful to you.
That was nice, though. I liked hearing that. So, oh, what's this? Is he still going?
A war is coming.
Okay, yeah, we already know that. He's going to repeat himself. So I'm really curious to see, like, that was pretty direct. Is that still cryptic? How does he feel about that? Ask about Virus, Kamski's cryptic. Okay, so that was cryptic, but still, that was really interesting to hear. And I think that might be interesting for you guys to hear. So I'll do this one more time, and then I'll ask about Jericho, and then he's probably not going to be cryptic anymore. He'll give us a more direct answer. But we already know where Jericho is because we played through it. But let's just go see what it's all about anyway. All right, now we're going to do what I believe is going to be to make Kamski not cryptic, which is probably going to be boring, but let's take a look. Yeah, Jericho Location.
I want to know where Jericho is.
Jericho. A place where androids are free.
He's always cryptic. Who am I kidding?
A place for deviants rise up against their creators. They transmit a piece of code to each other in order to find their sanctuary.
There's another one. Ooh, let's connect. Oh, menu girl. Oh, I can feel you in my USB. Hey, there we go. We got the Jericho
and you
key.
have the key. Ferndale Station is the door.
And then that's it, huh?
A war is coming.
There he's coming. So if I go into flowchart here, I'm assuming I just made it through all those, right? So let's go into flowchart and let's go over here. Download Jericho key. So what that means is that's going to be a choice that has a cross-chapter impact, unlike these other ones. So, I don't know. I don't know how that would affect another chapter. But now I'm going to show you what I did in my original playthrough where I didn't shoot Chloe in the head, and we'll see if Hank thought that was the right decision. And we'll go with that. You don't need to do that.
It's up to you to answer that fascinating question, Connor. Destroy this machine, and I'll tell you all I know. Or spare it, if you feel it's alive. But you'll leave here without having learned anything from me.
Okay, I think we're done here. Come on, Connor, let's go. Sorry to get you out
What's
of here.
more important to you, Connor? Your investigation or the life of this android? Decide who you are. An obedient machine. Or a living being endowed with free will.
That's enough. Connor, we're leaving.
Pull the trigger.
Connor! Don't!
And I'll tell you what you want to know. Fascinating. CyberLife's last chance to save humanity is itself a deviant.
I'm not a deviant.
You prefer to spare a machine rather than accomplish your mission. You saw a living being in this android. You showed empathy. A war is coming. You'll have to choose your side. Will you betray your own people or stand up against your creators? What can be worse than having to choose between two evils?
Let's get out of here.
Poor Connor.
By the way, I always leave an emergency exit in my programs. You never know.
Why didn't you shoot?
I just saw that girl's eyes, and I couldn't. That's all.
You're always saying you would do anything to accomplish your mission. That was our chance to learn something, and you let it go.
Yeah, I know what I should have done. I told you I couldn't. I'm sorry, okay?
Well, maybe you did the right thing.
Poor Connor. All right, guys, so this was a difference check between really what you do when you choose to take the Kamski test. If you choose to shoot Chloe or spare Chloe. And then we also went and we looked at asking about Jericho, asking about the virus, asking about RA9, which I think is probably the most interesting part of this video, honestly, is learning a little bit more, you know, from the dude's mouth as to how these androids are working and why they're doing what they're doing. Because those were questions that I had all the way until the end of the game and I still never had them figured out. So it was really cool to hear him talk about it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Give me more ideas for videos that you guys want to see. Like I said, I'm doing this all live right now. So if you ever want to see one of those, just make sure you're subscribed. We stream every single night at 10 p.m. Eastern, sometimes on Twitch, sometimes on YouTube. If you want to become a sponsor and support the channel that way, I'll have links for that down there as well. Like I said, go ahead and sub, leave a like, and that'll make it so I can keep doing these videos for you guys, and we'll continue to have more fun. So, thank you all. You guys are awesome, and then I'll see you in the next video.